Hello, students. Welcome back. Let us continue to study our chapter 18 Pollution of Air and Water. So, previous few classes we have been discussing about how the air quality is being deteriorated. We learned about air pollution, pollutants, then we saw about marble cancer, and today let us learn yet another new topic, that is greenhouse effect. You know that the sun's rays warms the earth's surface. That's why whenever we go out, usually when in the afternoons we feel very hot. A part of radiation that falls on the earth is absorbed by it, and a part is reflected back into. So just like a mirror which reflects light, even our earth is absorbing some of the radiation and it is reflecting some of it back into the space. Now a part of the reflected radiation is trapped by the atmosphere. We know that our earth is surrounded by a thin layer of air which we call as atmosphere. So the radiation which is reflected is being trapped by the atmosphere. Now, the trapped radiations further warm the earth. If you have seen a greenhouse in a nursery or elsewhere, recall that the sun's heat is allowed to get in, but not allowed to go out. Okay, this is like one-way traffic. You're only allowed to get in, but you cannot go back in the same direction. Same is what is happening in greenhouse. It is only trapping the heat and not letting it go out. So the trapped heat wave warms the greenhouse. The trapping of radiation by the Earth's atmosphere is similar. That is why it is called the greenhouse effect, because the heat is being trapped and it is not allowed to go out. And it is the trapped heat is warming the greenhouse, and that's why we get the name greenhouse effect. Now without this process life would not be possible on earth, but now it threatens life. So greenhouse effect is indeed very important, but now what is happening is it is threatening our life. Why it is threatening our life? Because excess of carbon dioxide, CO2 is carbon dioxide, in air is one of the gases responsible for this effect. So the major gas which is responsible is carbon dioxide. You know that carbon dioxide is one of the components of air. You have also studied the role of carbon dioxide in plants. We know, children, that plants make use of carbon dioxide in order to prepare their food. But now what is happening is there is excess of carbon dioxide in the air which is causing as a pollutant. Now, can you help Paheli find out the answer to the question? On one hand, carbon dioxide is continuously being released because of human activities. We know that whenever we use a vehicle, what happens is we are giving an opportunity for increasing carbon dioxide. On the other hand, area under forests is decreasing. What are we doing? We are cutting down our trees. Why are we cutting down trees? Because we want more number of houses, we want bigger roads in the name of development. We say we want development, we are progressive, we are industrialized, and we are mercilessly cutting our forests because we have become very greedy. We do not want forests and all. Like we will survive. We will grow artificial plants. But which plants are there? We do not want them. We know that plants will utilize carbon dioxide from the atmosphere for the process of photosynthesis. And with that process, what is happening is we are decreasing the amount of carbon dioxide in the air. So if we have more trees, what will happen is these trees will themselves make use of this carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis, and it will decrease the level of carbon dioxide which is present in the air. But now what we are doing is we are doing deforestation, and we know deforestation means what? Felling of trees. We are cutting down trees, which leads to an increase in the amount of carbon dioxide in the air because the number of trees which consume carbon dioxide is reduced. In case we had 100 trees, now we have only 50. And how much carbon dioxide will they absorb and will they utilize in the process of photosynthesis? Definitely they will not be able to, sustain or make use of that much, which those other 100 days would be able, the other 50 more would be able to do. Now, human activities thus contribute to the accumulation of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So it is only because of us, our irrational decisions. Because of that, we are unnecessarily accumulating poisonous gases like carbon dioxide in the air. Now, carbon dioxide traps heat and does not allow it to escape into the space. As a result, the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere is gradually increasing. This is called global warming. We are doing is we are accumulating this carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide is trapping the heat. It is not allowing the heat to escape out. And if it is not allowing the heat to escape out, what is happening is it is increasing the temperature of the Earth. And that is what we call as global warming. In case you all only can answer this question, children, if you all compare different years, maybe from childhood to now, see about the weather patterns, what is happening. These days we can see rain in nearly all the seasons. Sometimes it is so cold in the mornings. By noon it is so hot. The summers are becoming unbearable. Thanks to deforestation. We do not want trees. And we want to just keep on accumulating carbon dioxide so that we can achieve something called as global warming. Now, along with carbon dioxide, there are also other gases like methane, nitrous oxide, and water vapor, which also contribute towards this effect. Like carbon dioxide, they are also called greenhouse gases because even methane and nitrous oxide and water vapor, they are not allowing heat to pass. They are trapping it. And because of that, what is happening? Increasing temperature of Earth. Now, global warming has become a major concern for governments worldwide, not only in our country. Or you think, no, global warming, no, it is worldwide. All the countries in the world are facing this problem. Many countries have reached agreement to reduce the emission of greenhouse gas. So many countries have come together and they have formed a Kyoto Protocol, and they said, yes, we should reduce this greenhouse gas by reducing its emission, maybe by using less polluting gases. So the gases which do not trap heat. Okay. Now, Pujo is surprised to hear that an increase in the Earth's temperature by even less as 0.5 can have a serious effect. Paheli tells him that she had read in the newspapers recently that the Gangotri Glacier in the Himalayas has started melting because of global warming. So these are the effects of global warming. So in today's class, we learned about greenhouse effect, that is the trapping of heat by certain gases, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, water vapor. Then what is happening is gas like carbon dioxide traps heat and does not allow it to escape in the air, due to which the temperature of the earth is increasing, and what we call as global warming. Due to global warming, there is melting of our glaciers, and it is a cause of concern. So thank you, dear students.